Okay, guys. So now we'll be arranging this track. As you can see, you are stuck in this 16 bar loop. Everyone wanted me to do an arrangement tutorial. So this is what we'll be tackling today. How to arrange tracks. So say you already have your patterns and all the stuff, you loop on the pattern rack. You can see I have my drums on one pattern. I have my sounds, and then my bass line. So those are just the three things that I have. So the first thing you should do is just gonna delete most of these things and take this channel, this rack, this pattern rack, this one. So I'm going to separate each and everything here and put it in its own pattern, in its own channel rack. So I'm going to drop down here and go to split by channel. So I'm going to split in each and every instrument that I've used to its own channel. That's what this thing will do. So split. Now if I check here, this is playing on its own. Everything is playing on its own. But you have all the layers that you've used here. So I'm just quickly going to separate this. Put everything in its own track. Yeah, that's almost everything. And then auto name everything. From here, I think you can also add the colors. You can rename your kicks and all your particular percussions and change their color. You can see change color here. You can do something like that. Change color, can even change icons and all the stuff. Add icons. So I'm just doing this for interest sake. I barely ever have a colorful playlist, but yeah. So from then I'm going to mark these, all of them. Press Ctrl B. Once you press Ctrl B, each and everything is copied and pasted right next to each other. Gonna press Ctrl B again, same thing. Ctrl B again, same. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark everything once again. Ctrl B, Ctrl B, Ctrl B once again. So this whole loop will just hit time and time again. So this is everything. Ctrl B once again. I think that's long enough. So this is the bass already. So I'm going to just auto name and change its color. Let's choose something else for the bass, darker one. So this is the bass. I don't really have to I can just paste it since. And these are my sounds. I'm going to do the exact same thing, split by channel, then everything in its own channel rack, and then it's just 3 sounds though. So even with these, copy, Ctrl B. So now you have the same loop over a long period of time. So now the next step you should do is understanding the type of track you're making. Most tracks have a definite introduction and somewhere in the middle and then at the end. Simple. So we're gonna start right here on the intro. So let's end this thing here for now. Let's just check. It's around 4 minutes. 4 minutes and 20 seconds. So we can maybe Control B this part once again. 6 minutes. Once again. Yeah, that's around 7 minutes 36 seconds. I see on the top left corner right here. That's around 7. So that's a definite standard track, how long it should be. So the next phase you go through is the intro. So in the intro definitely won't have a lot of things going on. So just kill here. I'm going to remove this head for now. Maybe remove this one, maybe remove some just random stuff. And then listen. So I'm going to remove the bass also because it's also too complicated for it to start right at the beginning. Now I already have an intro. I just have to customize it. I don't want this guy here. Now this is my intro, which is okay. So I'm just going to add a few stuff. Okay, here I'm going to add this guy. Maybe my chords will follow then. Okay, that shaker is good, but let's try this side also. Okay, at this point it's really starting to get a rhythm, so I'm just going to introduce this part by killing a few of these other elements here. And then I add this guy later on. So just a simple build up towards each and element playing at the same time. So here, as you can see, I just introduced this after 8 bars, after a few 16 bars, after some 8 bars, and then after 8 bars the bass. Simple. So from then, now the track, you see from the beginning to around a minute or so, 1.5 minutes, there's already been a build up, so everyone gets to feel and understand the type of track you make. So now you've played through everything else. Now everything else has played, you've introduced each and every element. Now it turns out you should start to be creative, and the type of structure of your song will have a huge impact. So what I'm thinking, maybe this part here, we introduce a bridge. So here I'm going to kill most of the drums at this point. So right after I've killed those drums for these 8 bars, I'm gonna say that I'm done, then continue back to the drop. But this time I want to drop with a few stuff. Remember guys, we keep on adding variations, so maybe let's kill the chords at this point. Maybe we kill these hi-hat and shaker, and then I'm already thinking about the other next few 8 bars, so I'm going to kill them at this point. Okay, at this point we're adding a few more variations, so I'm going to kill the kick at the beginning, only just the kick. Okay, at this point I managed to play a lot around with my keys and pads and stuff, so maybe I've run out of ideas at this point, so I have to think and be creative. What could I do? Because you can see we're still around 2 minutes, we still have a long way to go. So at this point I'm going to play with the channel patterns themselves. So this part we're just going to not sure if this will work. We're gonna play this few, we play that pattern, those first few parts. I think that's the first part of the pattern themselves. So I'm just going to press Control B, and then let's see. As you can hear, that part does sound a bit okay, but it does build a lot of tension also, so we going to resolve back to the normal progression. So at this point we may have to maybe kill our kicks again, just as like a simple build up, the same as the one we used here at this point, same as this one here, same as this guy here, that little space. So this thing is, because it adds a bit of tension, we have to resolve it at that point. Okay, I think we're done with those 8 to 16 bars. We're moving on to the next ones. So at this point I'm thinking of killing almost everything, another bridge again, but this one will be a more intense bridge whereby you really get to feel everything. So I'm just going to remove almost everything at this part of the bridge. Now this other bar is also a build up to the same bridge, so not sure if I should remove this, but let me try and listen. This part are going. Okay, I think these would work if we have some drums here, but we don't have the kick. So I'm going to bring back a few drums at this point, and this point here. But now, as I've said, this is a more intense bridge, so I'm also removing this melody and I'm killing the bass also. So we'll just have those chords and the upper melody also. So we're basically doing the same thing also, but now at this point is when I get more ideas and use more tricks. So here I'll quickly automate this guy so that he slowly comes back into the mix at the second 8 bars of the bridge. Slowly coming back. Okay, there's this bass, so we bring it, skip the bridge, but bring in the bass also. Just trying this out. Okay, that's okay. I think we should introduce it here with the bass, but keeping the kick for a later stage, maybe after those 8 bars. Then this guy, we introduce him later after the kick. Okay, maybe for those parts we're done, then we maybe do an outro here. So we're basically going to kill a few stuff and then just going to remove some stuff randomly, remove a few things. I'm going to slowly keep killing a few things until we are done with the track. I think we can end it here at 193 also. Just zoom in, yeah. I can delete everything there, so we can 6.5 minutes is still a good. So these parts we also keep killing some things. Okay, maybe the kick we keep it. These already killed. Maybe we kill the melody also at those last few bells. Okay, we don't need to include this last one. Okay guys, as you can see, we at the beginning we had a loop, but now we have tried to arrange it and it's not as bad as it was before. So on the next one we'll be working on this once again. Now we'll be adding a lot of spices to it, adding effects and everything else just to bring it, to make it more alive. I think so. But yeah, for now let me bounce sharp.